he was a
just a little fun for Alchemist there. That's what Alchemist is doing in the chat right now. Alchemist is like that guy from I Think You Should Leave. He's like, come on, you don't know the jazz greats? Come on. While doing charades. What is up, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another one. It's a Sunday DL Talk. Alchemist, that was for you, my man. Because Alchemist comes in, he's like, I like the tune, but still not jazz, though. And that's from a skit from this Netflix show called I Think You Should Leave. And they're doing charades with this dude who just loves jazz and only likes like the classics. And he's just a very old-fashioned dude. Trying not to use the words that will once again be banned. Sir Ed again soon. What's up, Truth Seeking Endless? Welcome to the BLUECREW. Here's a wrench. We got a good community here talking about crypto. Talking about whatever comes under the sun, but mostly crypto. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. And I'll never tell you what to do. Oh my god. Off to a great start there. Sorry for blasting your ears, y'all, with the music there. Oh man, not a good start on a Sunday here, but appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. And I'm obviously not a DJ. I'll never tell you what to do. Thanks for tuning in on this Sunday. How's it going, BLUECREW? We got Legendary in the chat. We got a Green Giant in the chat. Guys, thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Miles P saying, Sunday fun day. What up? Alchemist, I have arrived to set everyone straight. You may now proceed. Thanks for the permission, my dude. Scum Crypto, Blue Crew, Jet Digital, what's up? Mike Kavanaugh, good to see you guys. Truth Seeking Endless, here's a wrench. Please use it wisely. With a wrench comes great responsibility. That was my referral to the member Jazz Lover. Yeah, I know. Still not Jazz, though. I guess Jazz Lover would love that then. He would like that skit a little bit. Lots of lunatics here, though. So I could see you did not get it. Exactly, Alchemist. Exactly. I picked up on that. Okay, Mike Kavanaugh. Right on. He got it. I took it too literally. I take the comments way too literally sometimes. Please forgive me if I overreact or just go way towards left field on those comments. But what's going on in the past 24 hours? We got Flare Network still hovering about 50 cents right here. We got BTC at 21K still, which is good to see. XRP at 35 cents, but we need to break through this 35-cent barrier. Let's see 36 tonight or sometime this week. That would be amazing. Let's get a continuation of this relief rally, and then hopefully after this next little wave that we do get, or if we get it, we could take some profits there. That would be awesome, right? We were predicting a relief rally. We got some of it for the minor cap cryptos for sure, right? In the past 7 days for the minor cap cryptos, just killing it, especially Flare Networks in terms of some like possible major cap cryptos out there. Dragon Chain, 33% in the past 7 days, 74% in the past 30 days. Matic, you know, we were talking about, you know, we're bullish on Matic at those prices. We didn't talk about it a ton, but definitely talking about, you know, hey, Ripple's offices has conference rooms with Polygon, with Polkadot, with Solana, or, yeah, I think it was Solana, right? And Tezos, right? So those are ones that we're, you know, kind of focusing on for this next bull run, right? That's a good set of cryptos to maybe start thinking about, or dollar cost averaging. Now, would I chase this pump on Matic? I don't think so. I would have already been in earlier, right? When we were talking about, hey, this may be a good time to be diversifying into these layer 1 protocols at these low prices, right? Or just dollar cost averaging, right? I know who else loved Jazz. Bill Cosby. Yeah. Lots of lunatics here, though. Survivors. Exactly, man. Survivors reaping the benefits here. People who saw bullishness in the red, right? We like to buy in the red and sell in the greens. I don't know about you guys, but here we go. No, I definitely know about you guys. The Blue Crew, Green Giants, you guys are doing it. We got Secret here, 26% up in the past 7 days. We were talking about those Cosmos ecosystem tokens. We even talked about Ocean Protocol. Ocean Protocol, all-time high was $1.93. Very low supply. Pretty legitimate project. It's survived multiple bull markets before to see newer highs. I mean, multiple bear markets. It has survived, right? It seemed dead for a really long time between 2018 and 2019. And guys, this is good reflection for a lot of cryptos that if you're just looking underneath the hood and you're doing your research, you can hold through these really long sideways periods and start accumulating, right? And then you get that volatility that comes in. Took it up to $1.93, you guys. From a low of 2 cents to $1.93. That is some bullishness for the Ocean Protocol. And once again, we like them because they're connected with ILP, Interledger Protocol. The proof is in the pudding, right? ILP, Ocean Protocol, Big Chain DB, the creators of Ocean Protocol, right? And there you go. Dimitri Dehonye, right? And here he is at the we love this ILP workshop, guys. Any of these ILP workshops that we're seeing, you know, leaders of these blockchains talking about, right? And how to use Ocean Protocol and Big Chain DB. How to use Stronghold, how to use Flare, how to use Solana, how to use, you know, just any of these ILP workshop members that have showed up. Kava, right? The Cosmos ecosystem. We like those connections there. Rye Guy coming in saying, good morning. What's up, Legendary? Good to see you, my man. What's up, Bry Guy? Guys, thanks for the 9 viewers, the 8 likes. We're going to be opening it up to a group chat or just like, maybe treat it like a radio session or something. Maybe just one person at a time coming in saying their piece. But we'll see how it goes. We'll do that near the end of the stream. I got some news to share with y'all, some speculative stuff to share with y'all. Highly speculative, actually. Very, very highly speculative. But yeah, those are the cryptos that are up in the past 24 hours. Reaper token is a, S coin. I think it's an S coin, but Reaper community would really hate me for saying that. But this one has been getting some interesting volatility, right? 30% up in the past 30 days. Super low supply. XRP Ledger coin. We've seen it have some tremendously high volatility before. Just keeping an eye out on this one. I don't know why. Sometimes my instincts will tell me to like acknowledge something that I even think is kind of scammy in a way, but maybe we can take some risk and with the volatility and see what happens there. Same thing with Cypherium, right? Cypherium's like so divisive for me, but it's at a penny. Why not swing for the fences and just see what happens, My friend J. Roy would know what that's all about. I know Bird Dog too would know what that's all about. It's just throwing a little bit of money at something that, it might not be all the way there in terms of legitimacy. But, it could definitely pay off in the short term, especially if we just continue to be in a Wild West phase of crypto. But that's a whole different side of, speculative trading. And once again, that's Tradle portfolio type of talk. SHX, previous high was 1086, you guys. Another one that hit for us, if in the short term at least. If you were investing at that 008, you made some pretty good gains. Of course it's retracing now, but we'll see where this momentum takes it for Stronghold token. You guys know we're bullish on SHX. Very, very bullish on SHX, especially around these prices. If we can get 002, that would just be amazing, right? What's up, J-Roy? Shout out to you, man. We were just giving you a shout out. Let's go, crypto. What's up, Boris Garlinghouse? Appreciate you tuning in. Dude, we got some bullishness coming in on a Sunday here. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for fighting the algorithm very well today. It helps when you have a green giant in the chat, but it definitely helps when you have J-Roy, Mike Kavanaugh, Scum Crypto, Alchemist, and the Blue Crew here, repping Calculon in the house. But all right, those are the cryptos up in the past 24 hours. Gala, not too bad. 5% in the past 24 hours. Some good momentum, right? Let's hope it keeps going for another week or so. We do expect, we have been expecting this relief rally, but this is just a small chunk, we think, of the possible relief rally we could be getting. If we do burst out towards the upside, if we break up towards the upside here for XRP, before we hit any major resistance areas, we can go to about 50 cents. I think that 50 cent or 49 cent wall would be really good. The daily is showing some, bearish divergence here. So maybe, this beginning of the week could be really tough, but going into the weekend could be nice. And you can see it right here on the weekly channel, right? Volume starting to pick up, the stochastic RSI starting to trend towards the upside. That's what we like to see. We like that indicator very much. And of course, just taking our chances, right? We use the fib, we use all these other indicators, right? We try to find trend lines, higher lows, higher highs. We're well oversold at this point, right? That's where we were coming in at the right time, you guys. Right time right here for a possible nice relief rally if it does break towards the upside, right? We got nice higher lows being established here. If we can confirm this higher low here, man, that's bullish for XRP. But could it break down past this trend line? Kind of even fake us out, if you will. Maybe go towards 16 cents. And then we get some pivots. Anything's possible in the crypto space, guys. But we're playing the percentages. When we see 78% down, 90% down, that means, in a way, I kind of look at it as a 90% chance that it at least pivots towards the upside, right, in the short term. Trying to play those short-term plays in our Tradle portfolio. Work until I moon. Long time no see, man. How's it going? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about Towncoin, man. No play to earn Towncoin until new economic changes are implemented. Interesting. All right, so let's jump into some of the Twitter news here that we've been sharing recently. For some reason, my instinct is saying, just post this date. I'm not trying to be a Riddler. I'm not trying to tell people that that's the moon date, or, it just seems like this could be a very interesting date to keep an eye out for. 3/31/23. Nobody has contacted me. Nothing is going down. For some reason, just post it. Like, I rarely even post dates. I'm just posting this one because it seems interesting to me. So we're going to go into really some high speculative stuff here. You can see that it falls on a Friday on the 2023. If you kind of look at Friday the 13th in a reverse, like there's always this reference to Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th. Reverse the 13, you got 31. And this falls on a Friday in March 23. And a lot of interesting things line up with March 23, right? France Central Bank eyeing CBDC launch in 2023, and they say March of 2023, right? Talking about DLT implementation, right? We also got UBC. Like these are outside, very, very highly speculative content here, guys. So, take it for what you will, but we're just trying to connect the symbolism here. Skull and Bones finally set to float out by March 2023. We all know what Skull and Bones is, right? And that one is, Skull and Bones, their thing is 3/22, right? So maybe March 22nd, 2023. Iran planning to launch 7 satellites in March 2023. These are events that I'm trying to find that are lining up on March 2023, as you can tell. World Backup Day falls on March 31st. What's World Backup Day? Has your computer ever crashed when you were working on something important, causing you to lose all your important documents? World Backup Day on March 31st is here to remind you how important it is to regularly back up all your files and documents in order to keep them safe. Back up your crypto, keep it safe, right? World Backup Day was started in 2011 by digital consultant Jay Doon. Saw a post on Reddit where a user wrote about losing their hard drive and wishing someone had reminded them about how important it is to back up your data. So then they created World Backup Day. And I guess on World Backup Day, there was a pledge that says, I solemnly swear to back up my important documents and precious memories on World Backup Day. Right? So just some interesting stuff going down around that time in March 2023. One is Shemitah, and it's also the beginning of, the era of Aries, right? The first zodiac sign too. So interesting stuff that lines up around there. Sounds like Google Drive Day. Exactly. I'm gonna smoke a joint. Let's get weird. Yeah, exactly. Why not? Shemitah? What is Shemitah? Guys, appreciate the 15 viewers, the 12 likes. We're just getting really speculative on this Sunday here. The sabbatical year. It ends... Let me see. Let me see for 2023. So Destruction and Reset. Shemitah's Destruction Reset. When was this released? August 31st. Interesting. I don't know what it's saying here. So through sunset September 2022 is a Shemitah year. Some claim that at the year that begins when this one ends, the claimed Jubilee is being called a Super Shemitah and runs through 2023, may cause destruction or the Great Reset. So when does Shemitah end? When does Shemitah 2023 end? Windows 8.1 support will end on January 10th. Interesting. The world will end in 2023. Products ending support for 2023 from Microsoft here. Damn, I can't find when Shemitah will end. If anybody wants to check that out, please let me know. Ramadan will also be beginning that way. But yeah, I can't find any other connections of when it ends. If anybody wants to check out when it ends, that'd be interesting if it did line up with the 31st or March. But anyways, that was a longer Twitter post that I really wanted to go over than needed. But moving on, Digital Pound Foundation for Crypto, our views has changed, and we now regard it as a financial asset, and we hope to regulate it as a financial asset. Digital Assets, Governor of South African Reserve Bank talking about this, you guys. Gotta love seeing South African Central Bank talking about in reference. Dude, we've been hearing a lot in the past week from these governors, and even the event that's happening with the Bank of Indonesia and the BIS, talking about cryptos and how they're involved with CBDCs, how CBDCs don't have to be involved with cryptos. Interesting stuff going on. Stellar Network News bringing up US and UK to collaborate on crypto regulation, the FCA. They will mainly be focusing on exploring central bank digital currencies and stablecoins. But check this out, coming out from the Coin Republic, US and UK to collaborate on crypto regulation FCA. Guys, this is pretty big news. And the reason why is because we know the Financial Conduct Authority of the UK has already made regulation for XRP, right? Has already acknowledged XRP as not a security. So seeing this collaboration for crypto regulation between the UK and the US, you know, this could really help for the case for XRP, obviously, and for crypto in general, if the US even learns anything from the FCA. So they intend to enhance collaboration to explore crypto regulations. It reveals the regulator is in talks with the US. In recent months, the FCA has implemented crypto regulations rigorously. The FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, has revealed its plan to promote alliances in exploring crypto regulations and has confirmed that they are already having discussions on the possible partnership US in a speech on July 14th. They will mainly be focusing on exploring central bank digital currencies and stablecoins. This information was revealed just after the recommendation from the U.S. Treasury Department, in which it stated the need for cross-border collaboration in setting up CBDCs. Roddy said that the parties decided on making the ties stronger after they communicated their views on crypto asset regulation and market developments. Guys, the UK regulators talking with the US regulators, helping them, you know, set a regulatory framework. And check this out as well. The UK regulator informs that it's going to collaborate with Singapore too. What have we been talking about in the last few streams, guys? The Monetary Authority of Singapore, and now how just heavy they are in their involvement with Ripple, right? Through Mojaloop, through collaborations themselves, through Project, I think it's Project Ubin, through Project Ubin, right, which is a collaboration between Monetary Authority of Singapore and the BIS. ISO 20022 hackathons, Mojaloop, right, and Monetary Authority of Singapore being involved and part of the BIS Innovation Hub, having offices there. So guys, this is just really great how this is all lining up, right? The UK regulator informs that it's going to collaborate with Singapore too. Together, the three countries revealed the IOSCO Task Force on Crypto Market Integrity Risks and Decentralized Finance. Rothi also notes that there are plenty of opportunities in the crypto sector. Bullish. Facilitating instant cross-border payments is a significant one. So if you're focused on payments and how good you are at payments right now as a digital asset, probably good standing, right? Sounds bullish for XRP, XLM, Algorand, HBAR, you name it. The ones that can just do payments very, very quickly and efficiently and securely, right? The executive, however, pointed out various challenges attached to the underlying technology, such as market integrity, data privacy, financial crime, and consumer protection. He believes the sector needs to make industry a safe haven and hence promote innovation. Further claims that the major players of the industry need to encourage supportive laws. Guys, this is bullish coming out from, I think the UK Financial Conduct, the CEO at the UK Financial Conduct Authority, talking about trying to make crypto a safe haven, right? He believes the sector needs to make industry a safe haven and hence promote innovation. Further claims that the major players of the industry need to encourage supportive laws. What have we heard? Ripple since day one working with regulators, right? Moreover, Roddy shared the progress of the UK in terms of establishing laws. The executive revealed the strict implementation of anti-money laundering laws as a major focus. Transparency in transactions, right? Further expressing their willingness to work with companies that agree to comply with the rules. FCA has implemented crypto regulations quite aggressively. So this is great. This is what you want to see, man. This is where it can help the US all of a sudden just start moving towards the top in terms of digital asset innovation, right? Because they're very far behind, and a lot of people are worried about the US and the future of the US, right? And sure, it could get worse as we go into this transformation. But man, I mean, it would be amazing, just to see that leap, man. Imagine just the enthusiasm and excitement that would come around that, seeing that because that's really the reality of it. Ripple's a US based company that has created this tremendous ledger and tremendous innovation. Same thing with Stellar, right? Whichever, I don't believe in the allegiances. I love both cryptos, right? They both are doing, they have a very unique form of consensus and very progressive in the crypto space, showing longevity, been around enough to mature and get tested over and over again. So you see them, coming from the US, right? So the reality of the situation is we're creating some very innovative products here in the US. And sure, other parts of the world may be taking advantage of it, but it's still, if we got to acknowledge, our own and say, damn, we're going to jump to first place in terms of blockchain technology if we can, figure out this regulatory framework and really start using digital assets. But once again, it's probably all the game, right? Are you aware of Fidelity adopting BTC? I'm not a big fan of Fidelity, man. Fidelity Investments, I think, involves, what's his name? Mike Novogratz. So he holds a bunch of XRP as well. And once again, Fidelity is just Fidelity. I've shown you just countless bigger organizations, talking about XRP and Ripple and Stellar, right? So Fidelity, I don't know, man. I'm not saying BTC can't succeed. It probably will succeed because it's actually a legitimate crypto. So the ones that have a real technology that's going on for it, even if it's proof of work or not, definitely are appealing. So BTC can definitely win. I just don't think it's going to solve a payments problem. I just don't think the technology is all that good, to tell you the truth, man. So, and I think it's really hard to save this technology. It's not a too big to fail type of project. Remember, only a couple of trillion. Hell, BTC only reached about $1 trillion. It could go to about 5 trillion. But the more that this technology is asked to scale, the more difficult it is to maintain, right? It's like repairing a plane that's falling apart in mid-flight. That's how it's been described by Stefan Thomas, David Schwartz, Charles Hoskinson, Vitalik Buterin, right? Anatoly. So all these men having acknowledged and breaking down why BTC is only a speculative vehicle. It does nothing in terms of utility. And remember, we're in such early days that anything can change. Nothing is for certain. Nothing is too big to fail at this point, right? A lot of people thought Celsius was too big to fail, but they're not seeing the macro, right? They see Celsius at about over $1 billion or, plus maybe, or around 10 billion. I forgot how much billions they had, but that's still not mass adoption level scale here, right? We're talking about when the masses are flooding in, when the central banks need to be using these digital currencies for payments that they want to happen fast and cheaply, right? Because it'll save them a bunch of money. It'll make them a bunch of money. And not only that, they're holding XRP. So they're making a bunch of money off XRP also, being a bigger price. So they only have to use less XRP for every transaction that they do with each other. Remember, this whole game is about, and this is where it gets a little bleak. This whole game is about solidifying control for these banks, right? So if you're talking about an upgrade that actually keeps, solidifying their control over the masses, and in a way we've never seen before, right? Because now they'll be able to unlock all the dormant capital that's, that belongs to all these other banks across the world, and it comes back to their home, right? And now using CBDCs, they could just allow for local currencies to be transacted within their countries. But of course, let's say you're traveling, right? You want to be able to use anything as a form of payment. And those countries will be like, yeah, it's okay. You can use US dollar here, but we're going to convert it to our local CBDC, right? And what's going to help convert that? What's going to help convert payments instantly? Work Until I Moon. Welcome to Jolly. Dude, Work Until I Moon is back. He's a Jolly Green Giant again. He's back, man. Appreciate you, Work Until I Moon. Bank changed my card. No worries, man. Here we go. You're green now. Unless you want to stay a mod, it's your choice. Animal54. I've heard contradicting info as Matic being a layer 2 to ETH and it being its own layer 1. When I use the ETH side of MetaMask, Matic isn't a listed token. It has its own network on Meta. I could see that. I could see Matic. I think that's why they changed to Polygon, right? Because they wanted to migrate to be their own layer 1 protocol. And hence why you're seeing so much more growth with Matic, to tell you the truth, than you are seeing on the Ethereum side of things, right? That's why you're seeing Matic being able to collaborate with Solana's, with Atom, with Algorand, with Near Protocol, and all these other, fast transaction, Algorand, right? All the Tezos, all these fast, cheap transaction. It's the rise of these alts, man. We're seeing the transition has already begun in the 2018 bull cycle and this recent bull cycle, and it's only growing. The alts are just in adoption, are only growing more and more. Especially now that people are seeing the potential of it, right? Right now, it's a great time because nobody has faith in crypto. Some people are regaining faith through seeing this these recent bullish pumps. But before this, nobody had faith, right? Everybody's like, we're going lower. And we could still go lower, but we got a relief rally in between, right? We were able to make a trade and make some profits off of this, right? To make this bear market work for us, right? So yeah, I'm thinking Matic might be a good alternative for someone who's indecisive about, yeah, Matic is a good alternative, for sure. I would definitely, I don't know if I would choose Matic over XRP because they probably have connections to each other, so maybe diversify in both. Hell, I would, as much as I don't like ETH, I think I would still be speculative. Like if ETH goes under $1,000, I will speculate into ETH more, right? But yeah, I'd go Matic over ETH too. It's a bold thing to say because we just, there's just so much sketchiness under Ethereum, right? There's a lot of, things that kind of make you feel weird when you start looking into what's going on with Ethereum. But they have such big connections, right? But once again, nothing is too big to fail here in the crypto space. What's up, E4? I've got 909 XLM stuck in Coinbase backend since yesterday. That's weird, bro. That's weird. And once again, guys, be careful with just be careful with your crypto, and I hope it all goes well, with that transaction. And, that's a good amount of money, dude. 909 XLM, that's not some good amount of money, right? Let's go to our next post here. So Digital Pound Foundation, guys, talking about regulating cryptos, issuing CBDC currency. posting today the US and UK to collaborate on crypto regulation. Isn't this funny? While this CBDC challenge is happening and is still months and months away, so who knows what news we get in between then, of them announcing the winner of this CBDC challenge, which Stellar, R3, and Ripple are the top 21 finalists of. Like, guys, between now and October, we could be getting some big news. I mean, I'm not saying it is going to happen, and I'm not trying to moon boy out here, but you guys know I love me some XRP and XLM, and of course XDC for R3 and stuff, right? I don't know why I always belittle XDC, but it's been doing its thing. I got to show some love. But imagine just the type of news that could possibly happen. Now knowing this is going on with the G20 tech sprint and CBDCs, and then all of a sudden, you know, check out Ripple's Twitter, check out Stellar's Twitter. They're talking about CBDCs a lot more now, right? And we're seeing the onboarding of XLS20, NFTs, smart contracts for both platforms, right? You have Stellar launching smart contracts. You have XRPL with hooks, right? But check this out. July 14th, data from the New Value Report shows that many agree with the potential for CBDCs to bring about more financially inclusive future. Let's keep going, right? Oh, we're excited to be shortlisted in the BIS Oregon Bank of Indonesia G20 challenge for our CBDC solution. But of course, the whole crypto space isn't going to go nuts over this. It makes no sense, guys. We live in a very interesting crypto world here. Because if this type of news came out for Matic, BTC or Ethereum or Solana, whichever, crypto would go nuts. They would be retweeting the shit out of this. But no, it's XRP, it's the banker's coin, and it's just Ripple, and they don't really need XRP. Central banks don't really need XRP. It's a very crazy crypto world we live in, y'all. I got 7,300 XRP in an exchange that's been offline for months now. Get your coins off exchanges if you want to keep them. Exactly, SPO. Very, very good point, man. Very good point. If you're not just trying to do trades with it, you know, especially when it comes to those top cryptos, whatever's the top in your portfolio, trying to keep it as secure as possible, man. And we were just talking about World Backup Day, right? This March 31st date, right? There's a reason that they made this date up too, right? It's not just for like, oh, you know, this event happened in 2011, so now we should just remind people from there on out to just back up their files, right? No, this means like, for, you know, definitely have some cold storage and have some really good hard drives that you can maintain your info on, because there may be a whole data reset coming. Vid724, what's up, man? Good to see you. Chi-Town in the chat. What's up, Chi-Town? Appreciate you tuning in. Guys, thanks for the 25 viewers and 18 likes on this Sunday. I hope you guys are starting your day off really well or ending your day off really well. I hope it's just going good. Appreciate y'all. We're going into crazy speculation, but also spitting some facts out there too. Remember, this is Ripple talking about being a finalist. This isn't just some crypto YouTuber or Twitter person that's posting this stuff, man. This is Ripple. They're in the G20 Tech Challenge. They are top 21 finalists. The BIS Innovation Hub knows who they are and are considering them a top 21 CBDC solution provider in the world. They're considering Stellar a top 21 CBDC solution in the world, right? And if you actually look at it specifically, they are top 8 of the first problem statement, building effective and robust means to issue, distribute, and transfer CBDCs. They are in the top 8 of that problem statement number 1, the infrastructure of the CBDCs. Sean Thompson in the chat. What's up, Sean Thompson? We got some awesome Blue Crew members tuning in. Web 3.0 has to start sometime, but not until Web 2.0 is destroyed. Exactly, man. That might be the great reset. So, you know, it could be just clear history. That's what they're going to do, guys. That's literally what these central banks are planning on doing with their monetary policy shift and the shift to a digital transformation or digital financial system, they literally have to say, guys, this traditional financial system is a plane that's falling apart in mid-flight. We need to just do complete clear, select tab, clear history, and clear it all, and just start with a clean slate, right? That's what we've been hearing, a clean slate, right? Clean slate, CBDCs, right? That's all you got to type down, and then it takes you right away to centralbanking.com. CBDCs provide a clean slate for cross-border payments, the level playing field, the reset, the great reset. They use so many different terms, you guys. But of course, it just seems like forever. It seems like forever that it's taking to make this happen, right? Is it ever really going to happen? Is this just a false promise? They're using your funds to leverage for those 2 days. What other software wallets offhand support hold Doge? Really, with Bifrost, which Bifrost did. That's crazy. Guys, thanks for the 23 viewers, the 20 likes. You guys are amazing. And NWO, 10,000 points of taxation coming soon. Leave your coins in your wills. Exactly. But yeah, once again, if this type of news came out for any other blockchain company that isn't Stellar or Ripple, because both of them acknowledge this, right? And hell, maybe XDC, but XDC didn't really post on their website about this, right? R3 did, but XDC didn't, which I thought was very interesting, right? If you look onto XDC's Twitter page, you don't really see them acknowledging being part of this CBDC challenge. So it could really just be Stellar and Ripple that are right now trying to provide those CBDC solutions for... I mean, some really good news has come out for XDC, though, without a doubt, right? A lot of really good news, but you're not seeing them acknowledging it the same way that Ripple is, right? BIS.org. You're not seeing them acknowledge it the same way that Stellar is, right? Stellar acknowledged it for sure. $7 million accounts for Stellar, by the way. Crazy. Meridian coming very soon, and it could be perfect timing. It's coming out in October. That's when they're announcing the winners of the G20 Tech Sprint for CBDC solutions, right? But let's go right here. Where is it? There we go. We are thrilled to be shortlisted for the Bank of Indonesia and BIS.org's G20 Tech Sprint. So, of course, Stellar and Ripple come out with this. Nobody in the crypto space cares. Nobody cares. They're doing such a good job of making us underestimate these cryptos, guys. Well, let's go back to some of the other Twitter posts here. Thanks for everybody hitting the likes. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. You guys are amazing. I'm happy you're spending your Sunday here with me and hanging out. And the Blue Crew, of course. Green Giants appreciate it. Shout out to y'all. Leave your coins in your wills. It was a question, not a statement. Oh, really wish Bifrost did. Yeah, I get you. I think Decent can do hodling your Doge or SafePal. Interesting right here, man. It's just to keep an eye out on Fusion Protocol mostly, right? This crypto is pretty underestimated, but they have some connections there with XRPL through multi-chain, right? So Fusion Protocol currently sitting at around 24 cents. It's had a nice bump up in the past 24 hours, but such a low supply. All-time high was at 9.89, you guys. So if this crypto can even get halfway, go to like $3, that's like a quarter of the way or a third of the way. Wouldn't be too bad, right? Wouldn't be too bad of gains. Super low market cap as well. Looks like it's at not at a bottom, but definitely been trending sideways here. Right? Let's see what type of momentum we can possibly get here with Fusion Protocol. And especially, just more and more developments showing cross-chain interoperability through one of their applications here, right? And check out the connections they got. They got Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, Binance, some of the best already in the industry. And of course, we know about their Ripple connections there too through multi-chain, right? Hell, even check out some of the people who follow them on Twitter. Got Dragon Chain, Electronium, part of the digital Pound Foundation, Orion Protocol, Multichain. Go to multichain.org. Got a lot of XRP community members following it because of their partnership there. You got David Schwartz following it. You got Sunny Agrawal of Osmosis Zone following it. So Fusion Protocol could definitely be one of those type of blockchains with the Near Protocol and Algorand, which I've been kind of predicting will have some tremendous gains in the next bull cycle. I think if we're still in a speculative market, of course, then I think Fusion could be part of that wave as well. All right, but let's keep going back. Back to the Future. Oh yeah, and Back to the Future. What was it? And I saw that Back to the Future clip there, Sniff. But if you also notice, right where they're talking about the two towers and the two becoming one, right? So you have two pines with 911 right on it on the clock, but when it becomes Lone Pine, it says 3:31, right? Like 3:31 a.m. or something like that. So I was like, okay. Or I think maybe 1:33. I forgot which way it was, but backwards or forwards. So that also is an interesting thing for the March 31st World Backup Day. W3C was the news that got me hooked. Nice. What was the W3C news? That Ripple was part of the W3C, or Interledger Protocol partnered with the W3C and 300 plus members implementing Interledger Protocol, which includes a lot of the biggest names. What's the date again, G? I said 03/31/2023 or 23. Could line up with the Riddlers too. So it could be a very interesting date. It's also on a Friday, and they say Friday the 13th, but maybe they're making us interpret it backwards. The power of 3, you also got 33 in there as well. Oh yeah, speaking of the power of 3, some weird stuff, but I came across the show Charmed, and they talked about the power of 3. I'm just saying maybe the XXX, XRP XLM XDC. This leads to some fun posts that we got going on here. So this is the power. Their line is the power of 3 will set us free, right? And then let's check out the Rock. We all know the Rock is definitely drinking the pink juice, but he's also a big fan of XRP. It looks like he's holding up his X like XRP bags. Throw your X's in the air. XFL, and look at the XFL logo and the XRP logo here, you guys. It's literally just the sideways version of the XRP logo. And this is on SportsCenter, on ESPN, just going into your subliminals. And you know what else is sponsoring the XFL? Under Armour. He's even wearing it on his jersey here. The mic is covering it up, unfortunately. But he's got Under Armour on the jersey right next to this XFL logo, which kind of looks like XRP because his hand is covering it right there. But that's not, you know, if he removes it, it just says XFL. But if you check out the Under Armour logo, it's basically like XRP but intersecting, right? Like, check that out, right? So he's basically got two X's on his jersey. Right here. And I recommend checking out the interview. I mean, I'm not going to play it on here because, you know, SportsCenter definitely is keeping an eye out on their copyright and who uses it. But yeah, keep an eye out there for this guy is so crazy, man. So crazy. I can't believe people really look up to this dude, but it is what it is. It is what it is, the type of world we live in. But yeah, he's definitely holding up the X there. XRP logo right on the XFL thing right there. That's crazy. Equilibrium Games, man, they released some really cool previews for their games, and they're also announcing the Equilibrium Games Marketplace will go live with XLS20 NFT integration on the XRP ledger, featuring NFTs with utility, but not limited to passive income, gaming items, cosmetic armors, monsters, and much more. So very interesting coming there. I can't wait to, I want to see the growth of the XRPL, obviously. So hope the best for Equilibrium Games and what they're doing. But the graphics and so far what I've been seeing from them, I'm digging it for sure. Oh yeah, the recent Bearable Guy tweet. I hate it when he posts, man. I honestly hate it when he posts because that just means we have to wait longer. Right? We just got to keep waiting. And N11 has something to do with the transparent Sephiroth of the Cabal tree. Pluto is also the transparent Sephiroth. Interesting. An entire new backbone created to handle ILP evidence. It will be a thing. XRP logo looks like the merging of male and female. Yeah. Dude, I mean, XRP's logo goes back to the Mayan calendar. Check this out. I mean, some people would say, oh, well, you're forcing it. I don't think you're forcing it. Look at this freaking Mayan calendar, guys. Don't you see the X right there in the center? Right? And of course, right at the intersection is the head, is the face. And check out Westworld's puzzle that they recently have been, they showed it since season 1. But this is like a really key piece to the show. And it's funny that it's in the form of a circle. It's kind of treated like a token in a way. But yeah, look at that. XRP logo right there. Right at the intersection. This also says a lot about a lot of other things, right? The narrow path, IGOO stuff. You can do a lot of esoteric interpretations of that symbol. But it's like a crucial symbol in that movie, right? And it's also a circle, the one loop for all, right? Everybody is in the maze. Except for the Blue Crew and Green Giants. We found a way to break out. We found a way to see the circle. We see the boundaries. We're outside of them. We're observers. We're not participating in that crazy world that they're trying to build around us. XRP logo looks like the merging of male and female. Yep, exactly. An entire new backbone created to handle ILP. Evidence will be a thing. Yep. You know what's funny, too, with that picture of Dwayne. So let me go through this Bearable Guy 1, 2, 3 thing. It says positive, effective, resolute, successful, efficient, verifiable, exemplary, ripple, excites, right? So if you just take it on the surface level, you feel good about it, right? Positive, effective, resolute, all really great things. Maybe, adjectives that you would say about Ripple and XRP's technology, right? So that makes you feel great, right? And then you start, trying to decode it. Okay, why are these in capital letters? Why are these in capital letters in this specific order? Is it to scramble the words around, or do they literally want you to say oculars, right? Which could also mean, Oculus, right? Immersing into the metaverse, immersing into, the digital economy, right? Or observing, right? Oculus. But then also, it's funny enough, the eye, right? And we were just looking at the eye on the Westworld thing. Of course, he would make something that is about perception here in the riddle. But also, if you rearrange it with the starting letters, maybe they're arranged in that way to say persevere, right? So NX saying it's arranged this way to say persevere once again. And then, of course, oculars scrambled is carousel, which we've seen in another Bearable Guy riddle. But yeah, just some things that are food for thought, right? Just to look at that. Aleph.im, we've talked about this crypto being a sleeper as well for some time, and they just keep growing, especially during this bear market. That's what we like to see, especially when they're low. All-time high was at around 86. They're at 26 cents right now. Could they go lower? Possibly. But we do like this type of news. We do like seeing that they continue to grow. We like seeing that they're interoperable with other platforms, right? They do Solana. They do Polygon. They do Tezos. And they're in partnership with Ubisoft that also, has partnerships with Flowchain, has partnerships with Tezos, right? So another connection there between Aleph.im and Tezos. We brought playable NFTs to AAA games for the first time, right? So Ubisoft is doing this thing called digits. They're not really calling them NFTs for their gaming items that'll have like some value and, you know, be pegged to the blockchain, right? They're calling them digits, right? So digits will be the Ubisoft NFTs. Let me see what else. Oh, the future of cars. Pretty interesting cars. I just thought this was a funny post. Hyundai. Trying to do retro future, right? A little bit of futuristic there. Definitely retro future there, right? Pretty cool idea. Let me get the music back on. Thanks for the 19 viewers, the 23 likes. Appreciate you all tuning in. So let's get into our little chat segment here. Invite some people on. Let's talk crypto, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll jump into the deep reds while we wait for some people to jump on in. So I'm going to share the link here if anybody wants to jump in and have a conversation about what we've talked about in the stream, or if they just want to talk some crypto. Here we go. All right, so going into the deep reds, we're looking for value here, right? We're trying to play the numbers game, trying to see what cryptos are 90% down, 80+% down, and trying to see if we see value in them. Rowan token, thankfully, dipped under the 007 again, so maybe it's a good time to be accumulating some there as well. SHX under, we saw it break through to the 001 range, but now retracing back under again. I do like SHX at around these prices. You know, even at 005, I really like SHX. I think this one has some good long-term potential. We've seen AKT, we were talking about it, under 25 cents, now at 28 cents and showing some good bullishness. Once again, a crypto that you can be staking, getting some pretty decent staking rewards, compounding the interest, low supply, right? Can be maybe has an interesting use case and connected with Interledger protocol, right? AKT looking pretty spicy there. Flow chain at 158. We like their connections with Ubisoft and you know, NBA, NFL, Top Shot, CryptoKitties, and what they've been doing and contributing. All-time high was at $42. They're currently at 158. Could be a good one to be long-term holding on for a good relief rally right there. Same thing with Filecoin. I mean, these are the usual suspects. We've been kind of talking about these same cryptos in the reds, in the deep reds so there's been plenty of opportunities to be just stacking those up and, you know, waiting for them to finally show up on, you know, the major greens for the you know, 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days and 30-day percentages, right? Yeah, good momentum going on in the microcaps for sure in the crypto space. So those are the deep red sections. Let's see if we got anybody jumping in. Once again, that link is a link to the chat if you guys want to jump in and talk some crypto. No biggie if you don't, but of course, just opening up to the chat if they want to jump in. Square and compass hexagram, I think, is the image of jealousy mentioned in Ezekiel. God showed Ezekiel what the 70 elders did in hiding. They faced east to worship the sun, and just like the Masons do. Interesting. Hi, BLUECREW. Sorry you can't watch. On my way with a friend to Rocky Mountain National Park to frolic with the black bears. Nice. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I do have a friend. Okay, okay, Deanne. Sure, man. You're just going there to, you know, you're pulling a grizzly, man, right? I don't know if you have ever seen that documentary, Grizzly Man, but it's a pretty brutal one. But it's this guy who was like getting really close to bears and like even being able to touch them and pet them and stuff and like talk to them and be in just super close distance with them. And then one day, just, you know, a bear's a bear, dude. A bear's a freaking animal. You know, if you're gonna keep pushing the button of getting this close to bears all the time, you know what happens. All right. Let me delete some of these pages. So yeah, the clean slate, backup day. The Rock likes the X, right? Westworld likes the X. And what sets you free from the cube, you guys? A cross, right? If you open up a cube, it creates a cross, but it's also an X at the same time, right? Skull and Bones launching in 2023. France Central Bank 2023 eyeing CBDC launch. Let's see what we got going on up until 2023. Could this market go sideways? I mean, March 2023 ain't too far away on the weekly chart here. Right? What if we just happen to do this on the weekly, right? Where this was our bottom, and we just keep going sideways and trending up slowly but surely. And then right here at March 23, we finally get our breakout, our burst towards the upside. It's a possibility that this could be around the time and date that we finally get some movement, man. It could just be a ton of sideways speculation. Hell, what if we get a crash down here, dip under the trend line for a second as a fake out, go to about 16 cents, 17 cents, and then come back out, break out towards the upside. If you actually look at the the trend towards the downside for the lows, right there where we just plotted it, 15 cents is a possibility for XRP to just fake us out for a good bit right here at 15 cents. You would just be touching super historical support lines, right? That took a while for you to break through. Here's the support line from 2017. Right? So could it all line up there? Sure. Right? Grr, Coast Guard, hello, circling, can't hardly hear. No worries, man. DN is his Bear Grylls mode. Man, I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but Bear Grylls has like a choose your own adventure videos on Netflix where you get to like decide what he does next or whatever. It's pretty insane. I mean, that's definitely the, in the future though. They definitely have a lot of those choose your own adventure movies now that are happening. Just wait until like bigger actors are jumping in on that stuff. The adoption of that is just going to grow more and more. People love being involved with their media and their content, right? And it seems like movies are turning into video game cutscenes more and more anyway. Right? Let me see if we got anybody here. Nope, nobody. All right, no worries, guys. Thanks for tuning in, though, for another DL Talk. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And appreciate everybody who's been liking our Twitter posts here. Thanks for the 10 likes recently. And remember, I'm very active on Twitter, and I mostly just try to share stuff that's relevant to the XRP community or Stellar community or, other communities out there, other, Cosmos, HBAR, Algorand, those type of protocols out there, trying to just share content, but mostly relevant towards like what's the big money doing, what CBDCs are doing. We get into speculation sometimes as well, right? What ISO 2002, how's ISO 20022 adoption going? We really care about those things. Let's see if any recent tweets from Twitter or Ripple may have come out, or any others. Oh, thanks for sharing the DL Talk session. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I put up a post recently. I forgot to go over this one. So why do we care so much about Jed selling his XRP? I understand it is historical because he's a former founder of Ripple, or the XRP Ledger, creator of the XRP Ledger. And so we've been waiting for this day because we believe that Jed has just been pushing so much selling pressure onto XRP, and that this could be the key of unlocking like less selling pressure for XRP going forward, thus allowing it to like really just reach higher prices in a way. But that's us assuming that other members of Ripple staff or former members of Ripple staff won't be selling either, right? Oh, we got DJ Jazzy. What's up, man? Just hold up for 1 second. Let me finish this little spiel I got here. So why do we care so much about Jed selling his XRP when we should also be worried about what Greg Kidd is going to be doing with his billion XRP that he has in custody? He's going to be probably selling off at certain points wherever he expects Ripple and XRP to be. I'm sure other former members like Miguel Valles and Evan Schwartz, Stefan Thomas, all these other former members of Ripple with their XRP bags, they probably have a significant portion of those. So, I'm just trying to say, like, why are we so focused on Jed and thinking that he's like the reason why the price of XRP has been suppressed, when we don't know in the future when these other members of Ripple or former members of Ripple start doing their selling pressure in a way. So it's just kind of looking at the macro sense. Like there's other people that have way more crypto than Jed has. And Greg Kidd being one of them. He owns 1% of the supply. That's a ton. Imagine the amount of selling pressure he's going to cause when he feels like he's reaching a really good price for the XRP, that he has. Or maybe he never sells it, right? Of course, we can make that assumption too. But what's up, Jazzy? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you here. I just got to put up the volume on the Streamlabs so we can hear you. So what's up?
Okay, well,
there we
I'm
go.
actually driving. I'm actually driving. I'm going to be at my destination, and I can talk in about 10, 15 minutes. I don't know how much time you got, but I just wanted to say what's up, man, and good stuff on the show.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And yeah, we'll probably be hanging around a little bit longer. So, if you want to wait till you get to your destination, feel free to tune back in.
Yeah, because it's going to be a lot of road noise and everything.
Okay, no worries, man. But yeah, appreciate it. But for now, just stay in the chat, I think, and we'll just when you're ready.
Yeah,
to
I'm just going to mute myself right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's DJ Jazzy. He participates a lot in Berserker's channel and Bird Dog's channel, and we do a lot of group chat stuff. And he's a really cool guy. Can't wait to talk with him in about 10 minutes. If anybody else wants to join us in the group chat here, here's the link. Let's hang out for a bit. Let me know how you guys are doing out there. How's the Blue Crew? How's the Green Giants? Let's get the music back on until some people start jumping in. And once again, that's a Jitsi meet. I really like Jitsi because they promote decentralized video conferencing, and it's built on the decentralized cloud marketplace of AkashNet. So this is a good example of just, the possible things that you can build on blockchain, right? Or implement through blockchain and using blockchain technology, right? I'm digging Jitsi. Like very fast, easy way to just go straight to video conferencing. I don't have to have a membership signed up with them or anything. I can literally just go to meet.jitsi or jit.c and then create a meeting room in seconds, right? Shameless plug for them, but they're not telling me to do this or anything. I just enjoy it. I enjoy using the platform. I got this gut feeling we're going to revisit 13 to 15 cents and BTC to 3,800-ish. SBO, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I wouldn't be surprised. I just think we have a relief rally before we go there. But once again, I could be totally wrong. We could just be going lower and lower and lower, right? But so far, we've had a decent relief rally. I'm getting a little greedy because I want to hold on for a little bit more higher percentages, to the point that it's like, okay, we've gotten a good few green candles in a row on the weekly. I'm taking some profits, right? Sniff is hoping that the Singapore fella doesn't show up again. He was funny, man. He was funny, dude. Got to show compassion to our fellow man. I mean, it is interesting. It is bizarre sometimes, though. It does get very bizarre. But we shall not judge. We'll leave the judging for Alchemist. Or Sniff. We'll leave the judging for you guys. I do judge on some things, though. I'm not pure here for sure. RSR, man. RSR is actually looking like a good deep red opportunity right here at 006. Down 66% on the year. We're liking where this is at on the charts. Major retracement, 66% down, completely red day. We like RSR. Let's check out their chart. So RSR still has some momentum to go on the weekly, and not looking too bad on the weekly, to tell you the truth. Let's go to, nope, let's not do that one. Go for the fibs, go from the low to the high. You just see completely oversold at this point, but let's not count for the wick. Let's just go to closes, right? To closing right there. Just way well past the 78.6. We are due for a relief rally here for RSR. This one could be a good signifier of already breaking out too. If you go from the top, try to find that overhead. You could see it try to break out earlier, and then it finally did. It finally crossed over. Right? So RSR could be ready for some momentum here. And once again, nothing is guaranteed. RSR could go from here and just go all the way towards 001 range, which would make it a tremendous value right there at 001 range. But if we break out here, we can get a good chance of a relief rally to up a penny plus. And then if we can break out of there, we're talking about the next level being 2 pennies, and then maybe getting close to 3 pennies before a retracement right there. Some good possible gains that could come. And then ultimate bullishness on RSR would get us breaking out to about 10 pennies. Right? That would be tremendous. That would be a hell of a gain from 006. I don't understand how people keep saying we're going to drop so low. Like, what makes y'all say this? Exactly, Sniff. Exactly. I mean, people, it's funny, for most people, when they're, and that's why we try to go against the trend, because we like playing the numbers in our favor. When most people are saying we're going to go lower and it's already been so bearish, right? So sentiment is low. Nobody's interested in investing. A lot of people are saying we're going lower. All this type of stuff starts to come out from these bear markets. But of course, when we're in a bullish market, when we're up here, right? When we're at the top, everybody's like, oh, it's going to go higher. I think we have one more leg higher. And then that's when the bear market is coming in, right? I've been a victim of this myself, right? I think we got one more leg higher, right? And then you get to experience this crash, right? So then, of course, when we're down here, we're going, it's going to go lower. You know, the way the world looks right now, it just doesn't seem like it would go higher, right? All these type of things, right? We were saying that in 2018, 2019 as well, guys. We were saying that during 2020, right? Remember how bleak the world was in 2020, and yet we saw digital assets turning towards the upside, right? Leading towards the bullish cycle that happened and peaked early 2021. Yeah, exactly, Sniff. It's like if people keep focusing on these negative thoughts and on these fearful thoughts, even though you're trying to be realistic and accounting for all possibilities, but you're letting the fear outweigh, the balance, right? So then you're manifesting those type of things to happen. And especially when you get the global consciousness all together to try to, thinking this, it could really make those things manifest for sure. It's like these people want to manifest a global famine. Yep. They are Q people. So fool is all over, including crypto. Exactly, man. I mean, crypto makes no sense. Crypto Twitter definitely makes no sense. Ripple and Stellar being part of the G20 top 21 finalists in the world for money transfer service providers providing CBDC solutions. But of course, it's not BTC, it's not Ethereum, it's not Binance, it's not Solana, it's not Cardano. So, and we all know those are bankers' coins that are heavily centralized and all this other FUD. But yet, you're hoping those same entities acknowledge your crypto as well. Majority want lower prices, but I'm like, let's see some green. Yeah, exactly, right, guy, man. We've already been taking advantage. See, we buy during the reds. We don't chase pumps. There's going to be so many people chasing pumps, right? There's people right now chasing these ridiculous pumps that happened in the past 24 hours, right? Where you got quartz now up 39% or 24%, right? But people are going to chase these pumps thinking, this is the one. This is it. It's going to go higher too. There's just so much momentum behind it. The community is just so big. It's like, dude, how's the community so big? It's not even a $1 million project. or $1 billion project or even $1 trillion project, right? Nothing is too big in this space. It's still so small. The amount of money in this market is pennies. Pennies, dudes. And most of these cryptos won't survive to see the trillions upon trillions of dollars that do flood into this market. Could be a heavy speculative, bunch of heavy speculative waves leading up to it, though, for sure. And I think we still got more to go. We're still in that Wild West. But we try to sell on the greens and we get greedy during the red days, right? Remember those? Hell, man, just a few weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago, we were seeing walls of red and we were keeping bullish. We're like, hey, this may be a good time of dollar cost averaging, right? At least. Of course, we never go all in all at once, right? We spread out our buys and gauge the market, especially with our Tradle portfolio. My coins do not pump. They run proof of weight. Yeah, they run on proof of weight. Majority want lower prices. Exactly. Manure festing. Yeah, they're manifesting manure for sure. Jasby underneath the penny looking pretty appealing. Here we know BLUECREW Zeno likes him some Jasmy. Japanese supply chain type of crypto. Digital asset. Evmos near $2 looking pretty appealing. Maybe it goes under $1 though. We featured Sologenic just recently on our on the radar shorts. We think Sologenic is going to do some things with a 400 million max supply. Corium coming out. NFT marketplaces continuing to grow. XLS20 about to launch. Collaborations with Flare. I mean, dude, we love combinations like this where on the 1 hour, the 24 hour, the 7-day, it's like close to 10% plus on those like 30-day, 7-day charts. And then in the 90 to a year, 80% down. Right? We were fortunate enough to call Solo last time at 10 cents as a tremendous value because we knew what was coming, right? That they were still building, still progressing. We didn't know they were going to burst all the way up to $6. We started taking profits at around like the $4 range, $3 range, right? So we missed out on even more gains right there. But hey, sometimes you just got to know when to call it, man, right? It's like a game of Crash at that point. Like you're playing the percent, you're like, keep going higher. But there's times where you just got to take your initial profit out and then maybe even take a little bit of profits on top of that, right? Guys, thanks for the 23 likes. Thanks to any new subs to the channel. And once again, really big piece of news that came out today. US and UK to collaborate on crypto regulation, says the FCA. And this is huge because not only is London ready, right, but UK FCA views Ripple and XRP, saying they have similar features as Ethereum and does not consider Ripple XRP to be a security. Right? So this is good that the US is going to the UK for some help on crypto regulation. Right? Makes me very excited for sure. All right, Sean Thompson, I hope you're getting close, man. I hope you're getting close to where you need to be, dude. Oh, people have been liking this post from when I responded to Gala Games talking about Gala Film. I'm just like, how about you just master your blockchain transition to getting more games out first? And they have been doing a good job, man. I mean, Gala Games just, I think, released or is about to release this first-person game called Last Expedition, right? And it looked pretty legit. It reminded me of like kind of a Counter-Strike vibe, right? In terms of graphics and how it moves and stuff. Looks like a fun game. So Gala could be setting itself up for a major end of the year or 2023 where you're just really getting an explosion of their content and games on their platform. And especially if they migrate over to their own chain or, their collaboration with Flare Networks and Binance Smart Chain works out, it could be really huge for the Gala Games ecosystem. I just wish that they would just only focus on games, but they probably just have, feel like they have so much tremendous momentum that they want to be tackling all these entertainment industries. They want to make Gala the entertainment hub for, their digital currency and what's going on, right? So they're going to do gala books maybe in the future. Who knows? My coins do not pump. They run on proof of weight. Exactly, my man. Exactly. Almost there. Almost there, my dude. No worries. Ripple posting right now. Describe the XRPL with just emojis. We'll start. Let me see. Paper, computer, world, lightning, train, green. Interesting. The train has left the station, you guys. Another train emoji from Ripple X. Gotta love that. Of course, XRP Vladi just posting all the money. Connect them all. Exactly. Gotta connect them all. Jed's only keeping 1 million. And why are we assuming that Jed only has one account? What if Jed has various accounts on the XRPL, right? What if he has just more than one account on XRPL? So here we go. Coming out for the Bank of International Settlements. High debt levels will amplify the reaction of financial markets to monetary policy tightening. A BIS report to the G20 outlines how authorities can put in place policy frameworks to manage these financial consequences, right? A lot of stuff's going down at the G20 Indonesia right here. And, you know, a lot about shift of monetary policy, right? Having to change monetary policy to work in tandem to allow for the private sector and public sector to have a deep collaboration, right? And speaking of this YouTuber that I kind of came across, I think his name is called Crypto Klaus or something. He put out a pretty good video talking about Ripple and XRP today. Here we go. We're going to check it out. Hopefully I don't get copyright. I'll try to pause it in between. But here we go. Let's just show this video. Shout out to Crypto Klaus, by the way. Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right on.
Play the video.
Okay, here, I'll play it. Okay, here we go.
Stellar or Ripple, having one of their projects backed by a government. What if I told you a government official out there said, hey, private options are way better than government options, and they should be.
Oh, my bad. I got to put up the volume here. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm just going to go to the news article because I don't want to get copyright here. But
Currencies
likely
likely
check out this
better.
Video from Crypto with Klaus. Some good stuff here. But yeah, check it out. This article right here that he's reviewing.
Article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Be ready, Stellar and Ripple fans, because I've got something for you. Privately issued digital currencies likely better. This is coming from the Australian Central Bank chief. I'm going to read it.
So, I mean, I would recommend just checking out this video, but you could see where he's going at with this, right? And obviously the connections that both Ripple and Stellar do have to Australia. And then we also have seen interviews with Ripple and Stellar, you know, being mentioned in the same sentence by a member of Australia. You remember Novati to launch stablecoin leverage on Stellar, right? But check this out. He even says it in this video.
Novati has recently announced 2 deals around your stablecoin services. Talk us through it.
We've been able to announce partnerships with both Stellar and Ripple.
We've been able to announce partnerships with both Stellar and Ripple.
Yes.
Two of the major, he was about to say the 2 of the major DLTs in the sector, right? And it's no coincidence seeing both of them as top 8 for problem statement number 1, building effective and robust means to issue, distribute, and transfer CBDCs, acknowledged by the BIS Innovation Hub and Bank of Indonesia, right? It's no coincidence. But what's up, Jazz? How you doing, man? Appreciate you tuning in.
Doing good. Can you hear me?
Awesome, awesome. Can everybody hear Jazzy?
Hey,
Yeah, there we go. We can hear you, man. What's up?
nothing, man. I had a question for you while you were talking. You brought Jasmine. Could you explain Jasmine to us? 'Cause I bought a while ago, and I bought it at the wrong time.
Yeah, Jasmine is kind of Japanese supply chain project that's developing, and they got a pretty early listing. I mean, for 2009, a project that came out in 2019, they got an early listing on Coinbase, and I just know Zeno's really bullish on it, so I'm kind of putting some trust in the guy too on jumping in. But I've done a little bit of research on it, and I do enjoy I mean, it seems like there's a real technology being built there, and that's what we like, is like at least there's something real underneath, and it's not just a show. You know, they're actually trying to build this technology out, so looks pretty interesting as a crypto. So that's my 2 cents there, Jazz. Oh, Jazz Lover is here too. What's up, Jazz Lover? Hey, man. If you want to jump in on this, this is the time, dude. We're doing our group chat day. So here, let me share the link, Jazz Lover, and you can, you know, share some info with us, man. We try to do these on Sundays. I know Berserker does group chat stuff on Sundays as well. So I try to, if I end up jumping in on his morning chats, or I think he does burger time a little bit later on. I'm not sure if they're doing burger time today. E4, if you're in the chat, can you let me know if you're doing burger time today, or if anybody can let me know? Definitely would like to join in, but Sundays is where we try to do our group chat stuff. So there's the link right there if you want to jump in, Jazz Lover, and spit your spiel there. What's up, Jazzy?
So so Jasmine is like a Japanese supply chain, kind of like VeChain, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I just felt like it was kind of a rug pull, but I know Zeno's still bullish on it, so I didn't sell, so I'm just holding on to it.
Yeah, I feel you, and it could be viewed that way too. Remember, you know, none of these projects are guaranteed, especially when it's like these micro cap cryptos. They're very high risk. But yeah, we're gonna just hold on and see what happens in the future with Jasmine. I don't know if I'm continuously adding to the stacks, but I am liking where it's at right now in terms of price. E4 is saying no burger time today. No burgers for sure. Hans Loaded is like, damn. Oh man, come on. Oh, sorry. Let me lower the music here. Let me know if the music's at a good level here, you guys. I just want to have it in the background while we're talking.
It's one thing about being in the chat, talking to you, is like I can't see the YouTube and I can't hear the music.
No, for sure. I hear you.
But yeah, it's I'm gonna hold on to my Jasmine, and we'll see what happens. But I appreciate you doing the stream, man. Shoot, I always get good info when I can catch you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And you know, yeah, we go all over the place, right? But we're just trying to, you know, go with our instincts and just share what we think is, you know, pretty entertaining, but also like informative for the crypto community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hans Loaded in the chat. He's saying, what's up? G's got this. E4 rocking. Appreciate it, man. And feel free to jump in, E4, if you want to join us, man. Or if anybody else wants to join us, there's the link. Feel free to come on and just even say hello. I mean, we don't have to keep going on and on, but, you know, it would be cool to, you know, just say happy Sunday or something, and, you know, or tell me what cryptos you guys are keeping an eye out for the week or whatever, you know?
Right on. All right, well, I'm about to get back to work, but I'm going to listen in on YouTube.
Okay, Okay, Jazz. Thanks, man.
All right, bro. Take care.
We got Sniff, the one and only. What's up, Sniff? Good to see you, man.
Hey, let me turn my stuff down. Hey, I'm going to use adult language here.
Okay.
This fuckhead Jazz Lover, what are you talking about? You could have pissed on me. What are you talking about, guy?
I know, man. Hey, dude, you know, users are gonna do crazy stuff, man, and let's not start any beef here, you guys. You know, it's funny when Alchemist and Smith are going back and forth, but you know, they know each other. They've both been supporting the channel for a really, really long time. If you just joined the channel, don't be busting on our Blue Crew members who have been here for a long time, you know.
Alchemist, he's all right. I mean, we disagree on stuff, talk shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But guy Jazz Lover, like when he first came into the chat, like 2 days ago, he was just doing stupid shit. Like I think he banned E4 Rockin' for no reason, and then he was getting pissed at you because you weren't reading his shit. Man, fuck this guy, man.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you, Jazz Lover. We'll see. Now Jazz Lover's kind of like feeling offended here. Like, how about, okay, guys, let's just start with a clean slate here. Jazz Lover, you know, just I I'm not telling you to do what to do, man. If this is just how you are, and like, you know, and you know, you're cool with talking, you know, crap, just try to respect the community that we're building here, man. Like, if you want to be part of it, just, you know, respect the people's opinions and what their viewpoints are. You know, it's all about respect here. Like, everybody's coming from a different place and trying to provide, you know, I want to make this, you know, building up towards stuff. I'm not trying to have this community like kind of get destroyed from inside out. So let's just start from a clean slate, everybody. And, you know, what do you do now with it? Like, what positive contributions can you bring to the chat? And, you know, let's not get offended. Let's not hold on to what was just said in the past right here. Let's just try to build something positive here and make some good decisions. Jazz asking, what about, have you done any research on Velo and the link between SHX and Flare? I haven't yet, man. I haven't yet checked into Velo. I do want to look into that project a lot more though, right? And it's connected with Stellar as well. We know XLM is an F asset for the Flare ecosystem. No, Jazz Lover, I hear you, man. You were. Let's just keep it consistent. Let's just keep it going, man. Let's just keep it going. And then, you know,
he wasn't doing positive things. Everybody remembers, man. Look, I'm not even talking about crypto and all that.
I hear you.
I just don't like when people come in here and do stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So we're gonna give them a second chance to just kind of fix it up, and just know what type of comments he can put in here. You know, because it's super early days joining in the Blue Crew, man. Like, you know, other members in here that kind of shit talk with each other, they like been part of this chat for a really long time, and they know that it's just, you know, it's nothing personal, right? So we don't know how to gauge it yet, Jazz Lover. That's all I'm saying. Okay, there you go. Okay.
All right, that's fine. I mean, just
he's saying he's sorry. He's saying he's apologizing, man. So, you know, let's just give him a chance to just build from here. You know, yeah. But thanks for bringing it up, man, because you bringing it up led to this, right? Led to let's just move on. And you know, he's saying sorry, and you know, it's not even about offense or anything like that. It's just, now let's just start from, you know, let's give you a chance, Jazz, obviously, and just, you know, let's just respect the Blue Crew in here, and, you know, all that stuff. So anyways, Sniff, what's up, man? How you doing? How's your Sunday been, bro?
I'm doing all right. I'm about to walk my dogs. I don't know if you ever seen my dogs.
I haven't, man. Let's see them.
Yeah, she's 13 years old. I don't know if you can see her.
Aw, look at that. Hello.
And then he's like, I think 8. Yeah.
Dude, they're cute, man. They're such puppies. Like they look like just little puppies, man. They're big dogs,
like my kids. I have a daughter, but I like my dogs better than my daughter, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't have problems with like XRP and all that stuff. Like, right. Everyone has an opinion with stuff. I just tease you a lot.
I know, bro. I know.
You know? But
it's fun, dude. We have a dialogue. We have a discussion. You know, that's how it is.
I'm wondering if this whole thing with XRP being like I think I sent you a quote from the Wikipedia about the ISO 222, how it's not mandatory as far as from a regulatory perspective, but it's like they pretty much just kind of suggest that all these companies should adopt it.
Right.
And I'm wondering if, like, because I had mentioned DeFi, so I was like, well, maybe DeFi is like the buffer between the ISO and like non-compliant coins.
Right.
So then I'm looking at DeFi, like, what's the biggest DeFi platform? It's got to be Uniswap, right?
Uniswap is definitely one of the bigger ones. I mean, it depends on where you're looking at, because the amount of developers that are migrating away from Ethereum has been really staggering since 2018. And they're migrating to these other platforms like Solana. That's why we saw Solana grow in price, Tezos, and, you know, Polygon, Matic, right? So ISO 20022, once again, is just a messaging standard. It just improves the payments messaging and how it goes. And it's a huge benefit, man. Like, these banks and institutions will save so much money from having improved messaging, but it's not the settlement layer, right? What is going to be that settlement layer? What's going to be the technology that works in tandem with the improved messaging system? And
Yeah,
it could be it could be Bitcoin. It could be because Bitcoin for now is really known for its security and high liquidity. It's the highest liquid crypto out there, but it's known for its security, right? That it just always is creating blocks, right?
yeah.
So
You know, that guy George from Cryptos R Us, he even said it himself that Bitcoin is not trying to do what XRP is trying to do. It wants to just be store of value, and that's it. So I look at the primary assets we had, like before crypto, you had like gold, silver, equities, the dollar, real estate. And I'm seeing those assets being replaced. Like real estate is becoming metaverse. I guess Bitcoin is trying to become gold. And then I look at like XRP and all these other ISO compliant coins just being like fiat.
right.
And it just seems like everything is being transitioned from what it was to what this digital platform is now.
Right.
So I don't think like XRP and these ISO coins are gonna like cancel out Bitcoin and vice versa. It seems like they're all gonna just coexist.
Right. And George is right. I love Crypto R Russ. I've been following him ever since I was originally buying into BTC when I first started out. And he likes all these other projects as well, and he always provides good content. So I agree with him. I mean, BTC and XRP are so monumentally different from one another. BTC is trying to be the next form of fiat, like a true digital currency that could be a store of value. And then XRP is trying to work in tandem, like not trying. What BTC is, the argument against it sometimes, it's that it's adding more fragmentation to the world of payments because you're just having all these competing currencies, but it doesn't allow for you to transfer them very quickly and efficiently in the in between. What is going to be the connector that glues all forms of value, right? So it's got to be a digital asset, whether it's XRP or XLM or Algorand, or it's going to be a crypto that does very, very fast, like NASDAQ level type of transactions per second. So Bitcoin could be a new form of currency that's competing with fiat, whereas XRP and XLM complement and facilitate those fiat more quickly. And hence why they're creating central bank digital currencies, because they know if they convert fiat to digital currency and then have it run on an efficient, fast system, it allows them to do payments a lot quicker, and once again unlocking dormant capital, allowing for tremendous amounts of liquidity and savings. It's a really big win for the banks. And once again, BTC's been trying to compete with banks as well, so it's hard to see banks really wanting to adopt something that's trying to compete with the currencies they already have. And
so
BTC is only like hit $1 trillion or so. It has a lot to catch up to really take down the whole fiat system. Could it? Sure. But will it? Not likely.
So you're saying like XRP, XLM, these are more so vehicles for fiat as opposed to them being fiat themselves.
Exactly. Like imagine, what oil, improving the plumbing is, right? The water that's flowing through it is the plumbing right now is the SWIFT financial system, and it gets hacked for millions upon millions of dollars every year. The banks really don't like SWIFT, right? They make you think they like SWIFT, and they make you think SWIFT is going to improve and go to SWIFT GPI. But once again, that's just a messaging system, and it's highly centralized, dependent on correspondent banking. So if you get something else that can improve efficiency and make payments faster and cheaper, it makes it really difficult for hackers to hack into something like that, especially if it's decentralized. You don't have like a single point of target like SWIFT is to hack it.
So let me ask you this: let's say in today's terms, what serves as XRP today? Would it be like the SWIFT payment system? Is this SWIFT payment system an actual company that has like stock?
SWIFT is a coalition of central banks, and it's mostly the biggest central banks, right? So it's their messaging standard that they currently accept.
So my thing is this SWIFT, people don't invest in it; they just use it. So yeah, people are going to invest where they already invest in XRP and XLM. So I'm I'm not trying to trash XRP.
No, I hear you. You're trying to understand like what brings value to XRP and XLM. The value that it brings is the technology, right? If you're talking about updating your software as a bank, right, and hence why it's been taking Ripple so long and may continue to be so long, is literally they're going to every single bank and every regulator to help them improve their software to, start getting used to RippleNet technology, the test beds and whatnot with it. What brings value to XRP and Ripple is the utility of it. It's a digital asset that can allow you to transact anything of value over its system. So if that system's being constantly used, that means XRP is being constantly used. And you can see that there's only a limited amount of XRP. You can see where supply and demand, it's like fire and water. It's like, just give me all of that. Give me the most valuable thing to transact value in seconds, right? It's a tool. Yeah. It's a very valuable tool. And it's going to allow for micropayments as well. So, very minuscule amounts of pennies being fluctuated, streaming payments, ubiquitous payments.
So do you see competition between like XRP, XLM, and I guess XDC then?
Yes, but competition is necessary in order to have a more robust and stronger system. So I could see all three of them possibly succeeding, and others too, like Algo, HBAR, hell, even Bitcoin, right? But once again, we've agreed that Bitcoin is just kind of like the store of value type of thing. So that's its utility, but there's all these other utilities that could work well for, the payments world, cross-border payments, retail payments, merchant payments,
Yeah. So I kind of look at it as you got all these different, I guess, subsidiaries of the central banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, all these other different banks.
Yeah.
I guess kind of like how you can look at XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, and all that.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like these big, they already have connections to, migrating over to ISO 20022, and some have already done tests with RippleNet. And the thing with RippleNet, and there's two things, like there's RippleNet and Interledger Protocol. Interledger Protocol is this open source protocol that allows for any type of ledger. So Amazon's ledger, Apple's ledger, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, you name it, like the big members of the web community. That's the Interledger Protocol. Banks are going to be using RippleNet as a migration vehicle to use Interledger Protocol to open up avenues that they never had before. Because right now, banks, the way they transact is on a trust system. They trust each other when they're making transactions. Right. So any banks that they don't have trust with, they're not making transactions with. And there's tons of banks like that. So imagine if you agreed to a certain standard or are part of this RippleNet consortium, you're opening up trust avenues to all these different parts of the globe that you never had before. And then using Interledger Protocol, you're also opening up the banks to the internet world, to all the websites. Amazon being able to transact with the Goldman Sachs ledger, right? Like, yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know if you've seen some articles about Amazon trying to become its own bank and some of these other web providers trying to become a bank, right? We see things like PayPal and Venmo, right?
Yeah.
So their connections and their payments are very, are kind of slow and clunky as well with these other banks. So we're talking about like, yeah, this whole migration over to a digital financial system where all ledgers of all types are now connected and allowing for a seamless flow of transactions happening everywhere, where everybody gets the same payment experience. And it's not about competition about, oh, your currency is a stronger currency or whatever. It's about, we all have the same payments eligibility. Now, what else is going to differentiate us? What's going to be the competition factor? Who has the best technology, right? Who's making the best products? The things that we really should focus on. Not just, oh, we have advantages in terms of payments with this person and that person, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see how all this unfolds. I mean,
I hear you, man.
I kind of have lost confidence in like Cardano. And I'm glad I got rid of my Cardano and kind of aped into Polygon before Polygon went on this run. And I I noticed that, I think I mentioned this in the last stream, how Hoskinson was going at Saylor because I think Michael Saylor insinuated that ADA is security.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see all this bickering going on with these guys, and someone's got to fall, because not all of these cryptos can be like successful. There's
Right.
going to be a thing where they get clipped off.
It's going to be a bloodbath for sure.
Yeah. So I just like to diversify. Like I had mentioned earlier, how I think Matic seems like to be a good in between if you're kind of undecisive about the whole, because I look at it as all being propaganda, whether it's from Bitcoin or this ISO 222 implementation. To me, it's all propaganda from different wealthy sects of people. So I kind of look at Matic as being like a good in between play if you're undecisive.
I think so too. I agree with that. Yeah, I think diversifying into, you know, BTC is going to probably be there, you know, and it's going to do its thing. It'll have a good rate of return possibly in the future as a store of value. But once again, the really big percentage gains come from these alts, and they're definitely riskier though, right? Like, because it could be just one world, one Bitcoin, you know, to rule them all as the end outcome. But we're not there yet, and people have been speculating this end outcome or user, you know, use case based run is going to happen. And we tried predicting that in 2008. Dude, when I was there in the hype cycle of that, and everybody was thinking at the peak of that hype cycle, this is the utility era, hold on for dear life, and the freaking major crash happens, right? So when it will happen, right? But we don't know when, so let's keep playing this Wild West phase and be diversified and enjoy some good gains, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but, you know, I think your head's in the right place, like being diversified and then, you know, trusting at least Bitcoin for now, I guess, and then, you know, just trying to figure out all these other options and whatnot.
Yeah, because the whole entire market itself, it doesn't have a lot of money in it. I mean, $1 trillion.
Right.
What's the highest it's been? 3 trillion, I think, almost.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, it's not, anything can crumble, I guess. So. I don't know.
It's pennies, dude. It's pennies. We're talking about like if they're trying to really facilitate CBDCs and fiat over blockchain technology or distributed ledger technology, then 3 trillion ain't gonna cut it. You know, that's just the beginning. It's got to be, you know, but not many cryptos will be around to see the multiple trillions. Only, you know, Sam Bankman-Fried, the head of FTX, has said himself, only a few will be running trillions of dollars through their systems, you know.
I'm wondering how, I'm kind of looking at the whole idea of the Fed and even other banks, like I guess JP Morgan having their own CBDC. To me, it seems like it defeats the purpose, because the dollar is already, it's already digital for the most part. And then if you have these vehicles like XRP that move that dollar, what's the use of wanting a CBDC for?
Right. Well,
you know,
CBDC is just the evolution of the dollar, right? So you're going to have because, you know, we've been keeping track of what the Bank of Indonesia and this event that's been going on for the G20 Tech Sprint. And they've been talking about local countries only using their local currency. So that's the end goal for CBDCs, is that they're expecting there's going to be just because they're trying to build a global marketplace, right? They want you to buy something from Thailand, you to be able to and use any form of value to buy it with, right? But how can the banks keep better track of that, right? That's really what this is all about, is the anti-money laundering and fraudulent charges and things like that. ISO 20022 can help with that. Interledger Protocol can help with that. So when you buy something in Thailand, let's say you're visiting there and you're like, oh, I only have US dollar. They'll be accepting it and just converting it to their CBDC. So these countries the local countries will only be involved with their CBDC and accept anything of value from anywhere else, right? That's the point of these CBDCs to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe stocks, like something's going to happen with equities where, I just, out of these equities being useless, you know?
Yeah, stocks right now are such a dangerous game. Such a dangerous game, and a lot of them, you're right, are useless. It's going to be a shift for those as well. I'm still, I'm bullish on the kind of OGs like IBMs and, tech companies like that. I think tech adoption is just going to continue, but who knows with Tesla's future? Who knows with, other platforms? Amazon, right? They got a new CEO too. Jeff Bezos isn't really too connected with it as much anymore.
What do you think about this Solana phone? Do you think that's going to kickstart something where a lot of these blockchains are going to try to have their own cell service and their own cell phones, and then this might, I guess, be a threat to Apple and Android, or do you think it's going to be something where they just kind of mesh together?
I could see it meshing together, or Apple and Google taking inspiration and saying, okay, we see what Solana is doing, but we have more users, we have more reach, so let's do our version of a Web3 phone, right? And maybe it is through an acquisition of Solana or like partnership or collaboration with what they're doing. Because Solana, it's a risky investment without a doubt, and I don't know if they have any longevity, but they're definitely trying to pull like an Icarus, fitting for their name because they're called Sol, right? The sun. So they're trying to go for the sun in terms of their ambition, obviously. They got heavy connections with Greg Kidd, who was like he's a big angel investor in Twitter and a lot of other tech companies, Ripple and whatnot. So, but yeah, I could see like a combination, or, that's what a lot of people expect. They expect these, like, even in the gaming sector, they're expecting Ubisoft and EA to just copy, like learn from what, these gaming blockchains are doing, and then just, they have more users already. They already have familiarity. So they could just say, hey, we have this new feature now. It's going to really just make us explode, right? It'll allow you to interact. Like, imagine if you're an Xbox player and you can interact with somebody on a PS5, right? And sell freaking NFTs in between, or, your game assets in between. Hell, even being able to use your game asset as a form of value to transact with. You're like, shit, okay, can I use my video game sword that I have as a form of payment? You don't even have to tell the merchant in the future. You'll just tap your phone and pay with it, with whatever you choose to pay with. They don't even have to know what you're using to pay.
Yeah.
Hell, even today, they don't even have to know what you're using to pay. I use my Uphold card sometimes, and that uses my XRP to buy stuff. And they don't need to know that I'm using it. They just get US dollar at the end of it anyway.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Osmosis DEX? I think it's called Osmosis Wild West or something like that.
Frontier.
It's kind of like Frontier.
Yeah, I haven't checked out Frontier, but I hear it's for like other assets that aren't really correlated with Osmosis or something.
I think it has wrapped ETH on it, but did the old one have wrapped ETH on it?
Yeah, the old one has wrapped ETH on it too. I think that's like been a new thing though that's been implemented. I'm not sure what the point of Frontier Osmosis Zone is. I haven't used it, so I'm sure somebody here can explain.
I used it this morning. To me, it looks like the same thing. It just has a different theme to it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got to check it out here. Let me see if we can type it down. Frontier Osmosis Zone.
Because I wasn't sure if the old DEX had wrapped ETH on it. I thought that was the difference, that it's compatible with ETH somehow. But
let me check it out. Frontier. Okay. All right, we're taking a look at it. This is my first time actually. You're viewing all permissionless assets.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it looks like the same type of features. I guess, like, what's the variety of assets that you can use?
Yeah, I scrolled through it, and like I said, I don't remember seeing wrapped ETH on the old one, but if it was there, then it's the same exact type of thing. It's just a different theme.
Oh, this looks like it has like, yeah, it has, I mean, it even has Link on it. So I think this Osmosis Frontier is like supporting all the assets in the Cosmos ecosystem, whereas like Osmosis is a little bit more selective. Like this has Luna 2.0 on it and some really like kind of skeptical, type of assets on here.
Was DAI on the old one?
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they're Axelar is like a new Cosmos ecosystem player that's coming in, and it looks like Osmosis Frontier has a heavy partnership or collaboration with them.
You know, the one thing about using the Kepler, I wish they would just have whatever's on the web extension just available on the app, because I hate opening up my old busted laptop to stake Rowan token.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't just do that, just update it. It doesn't seem like it should be that difficult.
I agree with you, man. I don't know why Kepler's they're holding back on like some OG Cosmos tokens that should definitely be on the wallet compared to some of these other ones like IrisNet and AKT and some other ones. Like, yeah, let's just get Rowan token on the cell phone there so we can have, really, and who knows what kind of bullishness that might bring to the Rowan token. If it does get on the mobile wallet there. I'm excited for them as an omni-chain DEX, especially with their price that they're at and the APY that they have right now.
What made them drop? Because weren't they close to being $50 a token for Atom? Wasn't it at one point that high?
Oh, so what made the Cosmos ecosystem drop? I mean, dude, Cosmos ecosystem was really big supporter of Luna, right? So Luna just dropping and dying basically in front of their eyes, like took down a ton of volume that was going through that Cosmos ecosystem with the UST, right, as well. So part of the big rise of Luna is what helped the Cosmos ecosystem rise. But I still believe in the Cosmos ecosystem despite, what happened with Luna, because it didn't happen with the Atom token and the Cosmos SDK. It just happened with a layer 1 that was very popular that's built on the Cosmos SDK.
See, I think Atom dropped before the whole Luna debacle happened, though, because I remember when I first got into crypto, I saw Atom and I thought to myself it was too high. I was like, this is kind of, I didn't really know how to gauge crypto at the time.
Right.
But then I saw it drop considerably, and this is before the Luna thing happened. So that's when I started investing in Atom. But I'm just wondering what made it drop from, I think it was like almost $50. Well, Alchemist is saying it was $46. I'm wondering what made it drop that low.
I mean, same reason that you see all the other cryptos dropping so hard, man. Like, they're all down about 80% plus, and you're still at a higher low with Atom than you were in 2020. The 2020 low was about $1.15. So it being still up about close to a 10x from that original investment in 2020, it's not too bad. I mean, it's going to be, if the market follows Bitcoin, right? So if Bitcoin is crashing down and then you have a major project in your ecosystem also collapse, that's what's going to cause the price to just continue falling.
Yeah.
So, but right now, this could be a great time to be maybe catching a falling knife. Basically, it looks like it just literally just straight down red for Atom ecosystem here. Could be a good time to be, could be creating a higher low right here. I'm not saying it is the bottom for Atom, but, we're still 9x up from the original $1.15 that it was at just 2 years ago. So just kind of zooming out and still saying, okay, you still got some good gains there.
I'm telling you, man,
if be a new bottom.
If they could just add those tokens on the phone app that's on the web extension, the accessibility would increase, and I think that would cause the whole ecosystem to skyrocket.
Yeah. I'm definitely still long Atom and the Cosmos ecosystem. Exactly, man. They didn't even have this mobile wallet. Like, they've only had this for a short term of time, so we're here at the ground floor seeing how it's just continuing to develop, and it provides a good user experience. I like it. It's a good wallet.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, hey, look, I'm gonna go walk my dogs.
All right, Sniff.
Yeah, I didn't mean to come in guns blazing. I just kind of got upset.
I love it, man.
With Mr. Jazz Lover, but he said he was. I guess he said he apologized, and I apologize too for my reaction. So y'all take care. I'll see y'all later.
All right, appreciate you, Sniff. I'll see you soon, man.
All right, peace.
Peace out. So that was Sniff, one of BLUECREW's finest, tuning in, and appreciate you, Jazz Lover, for your apology and stuff like that, but also bringing up some good, questions too. Like, what do I think about XDC? I like XDC. For some reason, I always kind of downplay XDC because R3 has kind of said that they could move on to something else other than XDC, but it could be smoke and mirrors. I like that the R3 is part of the top 21 tech finalists there, right? So that could mean some really good news for XDC. You've been hearing about a lot of platforms building on Zinfin. So I'm kind of bullish on XDC as well as XRP and XLM, but for some reason I still just hold XRP and XLM in higher regard. But I like XDC. I dig it. Alchemist, what's up? The entire market is a clown show. Exactly, my dude. Simply put. Simply put. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DL Talk. I appreciate you. Thanks so much to DJ Jazzy and Sniff for tuning in on the video call there. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. But I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. A lot of fun times, just on a Sunday in crypto was already some interesting stuff that we went over. Can't wait for tomorrow on Monday and seeing what type of news comes out this week. I'll see you guys very soon. Always grateful. Thank you. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there, the Ledger Citizens, the Green Giants. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Keep the eye of the tiger, y'all. Crypto Homegirl, appreciate you. Alchemist, Sean Thompson, Animal54, E4 Rockin', Calculon, Jazz Lover, Hans Loaded. Much love to all y'all. Have a great Sunday wherever you are. I hope it goes well. Rye Guy, shout out to you. Peace out, everybody.